All right, here we are for a bit of a walkabout. Nice fall day here. I want to talk about a couple things today. First off is YouTube, where I'm probably watching this video from. I recently passed 5,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. And I'm up to like a little over 5,100 subscribers. Which, in the grand scale of a lot of YouTubers isn't very many, but to me it's a lot. I started my YouTube adventure, I don't know, 15, 18 years ago, something like that. And certainly wasn't expecting to get like 5,000 subscribers to my channel. So it came as quite a surprise when that happened. I don't really look at the numbers. I've just never been intrinsically into that, like, oh, I'm almost at 5,000. I gotta boost it and get up there or that. I don't work with outside rewards. I work with self-reward. It's just things that are important to me, and I do stuff just because I like doing it. I certainly didn't get on YouTube to make a lot of money because I don't make any money from YouTube. 5,000 subscribers. I do not get any revenue from YouTube. I have never gotten any revenue from YouTube. Now, why is this, you might ask? 5,000 subscribers, you should be rich. You should be making lots of money and buying more gear and whatever. But it doesn't work that way. Now, my last video last week about telling the truth about gongs and that, apparently people liked it. Must have recommended it to others, and I got, the last I checked, I had about 460 likes or views. I should say 460 views. It's pretty impressive. 5,000 subscribers. 10% of them are, almost 10% are watching my videos. So videos are kind of a strange thing. I'm lucky to usually get 100, 200 views on just about any video I put up there. So I find all that pretty interesting. As I said, I do the videos for myself. I do the videos to share information, to help everybody out who's watching. I do performance videos so you can see what I do, maybe learn a few things from it. I do teaching videos, technique and things like that. I do some reviews when I have something new to talk about. I'm excited about it. Nobody pays me to do any reviews or anything. So when I review a product, it's because it's something that I actually own and I actually like. We got a bit of a barricade here, fallen trees. Let's take a detour. So again, nobody's paying me. I don't have any sponsors, which, it'd be nice if I had a sponsor and they're throwing some gear at me and maybe throwing some money at me. That'd be cool, but because I'm not sponsored, I can basically do what I want, say what I want. And that was the whole reason to do this in the first place. Solar panels out in the middle of here. Interesting. Here, give you a look there. You got some solar panels. There's a warning sign. Video surveillance. Don't mess with them. Who knows? Powering an underground missile silo or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I just started, like my blogs, I started my YouTube to express myself and hopefully impart some information to all of you. Hopefully something that will help you in your journey. I hope the cinematography looks great. I'm out here at the golden hour, so the lighting is particularly wonderful right now. But I digress. So anyway, if you like my videos, watch them. Recommend them to your friends. That's really important. So I can get some more views and reach a wider audience. Not to get likes or to get paid, because again, I'm not motivated by that. But I just like sharing what I know. Like last week's video about truth about gongs and that. I found misinformation on the internet. I wanted to set it right, as far as I know is right. And if somebody knows more than me and can correct what I put up there, please do. I'm always willing to learn more. I'm always willing to change my mind, my opinions, when presented with new evidence, which I think is something that's important for all of us. We have to be willing to do that. We just can't hold fast to things and say, this is it, this is the way it is, this is the way it'll be, and I'm always going to stick with this, because it's not the way the world is. The world is fluid, it's ever changing. Just look around me here. It's fall. The leaves are changing. What once was green is now brown, yellow, a little bit of red. In a few weeks, next month, there won't be any leaves. It'll be mostly barren. And if I was to hold on to the fact that trees are always green and they always have green leaves and they're full, and that's my truth, well, just being out in nature here would disprove that. So you've got to be able to be open-minded about everything, especially when presented with new evidence. And I've changed my mind many times over the years, and I will continue to change my mind when presented with new evidence. But anyway, back to YouTube. Yeah, it's great. I try to make videos once a week. Sometimes there's a break in there. But again, I'm not getting paid for doing this stuff. I'm just doing it in my spare time and trying to do what I can do. I'm just one guy. I don't have a production staff. I always laugh at these people talk about, they got a person who does the audio and a person who does the video and the editing and and all that stuff. It's like, it's just me. Just this one old guy making them. I shoot the video. I record the audio. I put them together in post and I edit. I chop up the video, try to make it look good. If it needs some color adjustment, I'm not the best at that, but I try to make it look presentable. And it's just moi. I'm a company of one. And besides doing all that, I'm married, I've got a house, I got to take care of all that. I play sessions out and about. I go teach workshops. I teach over Zoom. So I stay busy. So yeah, if you like my videos, give them that old thumbs up. I do appreciate that. Although I'm not like, ooh, I need 10 more thumbs up or anything. But it's nice to know that you people care. And what I like the most is comments. If you've ever looked through my comments, you see that I tend to comment on most of them. If there's really something to say, I will comment. And sometimes it's a long comment. I like to have a dialogue with everybody. I think that's important. I think that's sort of the main reason I started doing all this, is just communication. Me to you, dialogue. I could sit in my studio and do all this stuff and nobody ever sees what I'm doing except me. And yeah, what good is that? It's not really good except for me. So I like to share everything with all of you folks. So give me a thumbs up, give me a like, leave a comment. Please, please, please. I love the comments. Comments are the best. I really like them. And yeah, if you like something, comment, you like it. If you think something I'm saying is BS, call me out on it. Let's talk about it. If you've got evidence to disprove anything I'm saying, spill it out. Put up some links, things like that. I'd like to, hear about all that. I think a big thing is social media in general and how anybody can do it. There's really no gatekeepers for social media. I mean, if you've got an iPhone, I'm using an iPhone out here. If you got a phone and an internet connection and you're halfway handy with editing software, I use DaVinci Resolve Studio, by the way, and I record all my audio into Logic Pro. But other than here, I'm going through my AirPods for the audio. It seems to work best on a walkabout. So it's just me. I'm the camera crew. I'm the sound crew. I write the scripts. Mostly I just make up as I go along. Sometimes I have notes. Just me, having some fun, doing what I can. And like I said, anybody can do it now. There's no gatekeepers. There's nothing to really keep people from making videos and having a channel. Got your phone. You can even edit everything on the phone and put it up there. It's great. It's kind of funny. Like I said, I got over 5,100 subscribers, and I'm lucky to get 200 views. This video will probably get about 3 views, The ones that always get the most views are kind of my old gong guy rant views or something, like last week where I was ranting about people telling the wrong thing. Yeah, the old gong guy ranting viewership is up. I always get my best views when I do something like that. But I just don't want to be an old gong guy ranting, That's not my career path. Not at all. That's not my career path. Fork in the road. Let's go this way. So I only do those when I really feel there's something to rant about. But it's funny that those are the ones that get the views. And I could just have a ranting channel and do all that sort of stuff, and maybe people would dig it and I'd get all kinds of views and stuff. And I could make catchier thumbnails, some of those where, picture me going, gong information is wrong. And all that kind of clever stuff. I've done that on a few of my videos, but it was more to go with the video because it was kind of a a tongue-in-cheek video or me being what I think is hilariously funny, like my The Cult of 432 Hertz video, one of my biggest videos. I can't tell you what the numbers are. I'll probably put it up on the screen. I'll look it up. That's been a popular one. It was my craziest video. It took me well over a week to make because there's so many cuts in there. It was kind of crazy, but I was in kind of a mad mode, like mad scientist mode. And it's like, yeah, let's do this. So it's all my crazy stuff that gets the views. And then I put a nice performance video of me just going in my studio and improvising, and I get like 65 views. It's kind of crazy, but maybe it was 65 people who really needed to see that. And I get some lovely comments from a few people when I do those videos. They really like what I've played and the ideas I've presented. So to me, it's worth it. But I just find it ironic that I've got all those subscribers and I'm lucky to scrounge up 100 or 200 views. Although I do understand that because I'm a YouTubeaholic and a blogaholic or podcastaholic. I probably subscribe to over 70 YouTube channels and probably like 80 or 90 podcasts. And I could live to be 1,000 years old, and there's not enough time for me to watch or listen to all of that. Now, granted, some of those are doubled. The YouTube channel is a video version of the podcast, where the podcast one is audio only. And I know how it goes. It's like every morning I get up and I look at, okay, what are my new podcasts? What's interesting me? What is going to apply to me right now? And those are the ones I listen to. Same thing, I'll go on YouTube. What's new in my subscriptions? I usually watch YouTube at night, listen to podcasts in the day. And I'll go on YouTube. And it's like, what applies to me right now? Or what looks interesting? So I understand. I mean, I'm subscribed to all these, and some of the podcasts I only watch once in a while. Some of them I watch every week, or every time they put up a new video because I'm really interested in them. Like some of the photography ones. Really into photography. It's cool. I want to learn how to do better stuff like this. And it's opened up my eyes and my ears. Being able to see differently through a photographer's eyes and lens has helped me refine how I hear things. So I hear through a different lens. Find your inspiration everywhere. I mean, if you're just watching gong videos, you're missing something, It's a big world out there. There's inspiration everywhere. That's why I'm out here. You get inspiration walking, looking at the trees, looking at the birds or small critters that I see. Sometimes I see deer. It's all inspiring. I bring it back home to the lab and try to incorporate it into everything I do. My music, my audio, my video, my writing. It's really just a grand experience of life, everything I do. But again, I understand I subscribe to all these podcasts and video channels, and I can only consume so much. I've got other things in my life, and I want to get out here. I don't want to just be sitting at home watching YouTube. I want to be out in the real world. So it's very important to me to be here. And that's why I pick and choose the media I consume, and I have to. So I understand why I got 5,100 subscribers and maybe I get 100 views. So I don't know. Leave some comments. Tell me what you want to see. pick my brain. If you look through my YouTube history, I'm not afraid to talk about anything or show people anything. So pick my brain. What do you want to know? You know stuff about gongs, sound? You want to know stuff about alchemy? You want to know stuff about birds? You know stuff about nature and the universe? Do you want to know about self? Do you want to know about time? That's a particular interest of mine. Time. Yeah, so put your suggestions down in the comments. Tell me, what do you want to know? What do you want to learn? Hey, how do I play my gong like a drum? What kind of mallet did you use to get this sound? You know, whatever. I'm willing to talk about just about anything. So, yeah. Leave some comments, leave some likes. Get outside, get some fresh air. Okay. This is a good way to get in my steps too. I usually go for a walk anyway. Might as well shoot a video. Have some fun. Talk out some ideas. Connect with you folks out there. Yeah. So keep watching my YouTube channel. Really, really appreciate it. I have a Patreon channel that goes into much deeper transmissions than the YouTube channel. The videos here on YouTube usually scratch the surface. So if it scratches something for you and you want to know more, Patreon, $15 a month. I think I've got 250, 300 videos up there already, and they're all exclusive to Patreon videos. And they all go into very deep, or not all, most of them go into very deep information on my ideas about things. I have my Foundations of Sound course, 13 videos set over 7 hours. That's up there. We're currently in the middle of Foundations of Recording, talking about recording your stuff, how to do it, talking about mics, mixers, interfaces, computer software, how to edit things, how to shoot a video like this. We're going to get into that. So that's all up there. Plus lots more. Some performance videos where I dissect some of the YouTube videos, and it's like a voiceover, and I talked about what I was doing and why I was doing it. $15 a month. Can't get a better deal than that. And I do teach over Zoom. Contact me here or on social media and we can put something together. I've got the studio that you see in my videos, and I've got it all mic'd up. I've got multiple cameras, and I have a lot of fun doing that with people all over the world. So hope to see you there. I'm going to be in Italy and Portugal next month. So hope to see you there. I'll be at Universe Gongs in Porto, Portugal. I think it's November 7, 8, 9. And I will be at Italy at Gong Space in Massa Rosa for weekend 4, which is, I don't know, 2nd and 3rd, something like that. You can look it up. It's on my calendar. There are links on my website calendar. So hope to see you there in Europe. Have a lot of fun. It's always great. We're back in the wind, so, and I'm heading home under the bridge here. Take care. Thanks for listening to my old gong guy rant. I appreciate it. Bye.